Hi everyone, this is Naina from Angelic Echoes. Welcome to my channel. As you can see, I'm feeling really cold. It's winter here. It was not even winter actually, it's autumn here, but it feels like it's winter already. I mean, I literally have 5 tops on, 5. Anyway, cool. So, I mean, it's not ready to, put on heaters or anything like that, but it's just been, cold, rainy, and yeah, cloudy. That's how it's been. But anyway, let's see what the angels want us to know about the energy right now. So thank you, angels. What do the angels want us to talk about in today's video? What do we need to unpack, cover energy wise in today's video? Thank you, angels. Divine guidance for union, and there's another one moving on top. What's working for the connection? Okay, so we're going to cover what divine guidance can you get in order to be in union with your twin counterpart, and what is working for the connection? So what is it that's actually, helping the connection move forward? And I feel what the angels are saying here is what's working for the connection that is leading to union. That's what I feel we're going to cover in today's reading. So I'm just going to get the decks that I'm guided to for this questions, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I'm feeling like I need to bring in several decks here, and so I'm bringing in 4 decks actually to answer this question, although I feel there might be overlap in answers. So the decks I'm bringing in to answer the question of what's working for the connection, which will be guidance for union, is obviously the Angel Quest Oracle. I'm bringing in the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, the Kindred Spirit Love Oracle, and I'm bringing in the Gateway Oracle cards. Okay, so let's see what we need to know. So I'm going to do it as Divine Masculine, Feminine, and the Journey, because I think for each counterpart, obviously you're both doing the work, so it would be good to see what are you both doing that's helping the connection move forward to lead to union. Okay, that's ultimately what we need to know. Okay, so thank you, angels. What's working for the connection leading to union for the Divine Masculine? What is working for the connection that's helping to lead to union for the Divine Masculine? What is the Divine Masculine currently doing that's working for the connection? Okay. What is okay, this one as well. What is the Divine Feminine doing that's helping the connection? And I think I'm just going to leave it as this, okay, so that we do not complicate things. So thank you, angels. What is the Divine Masculine doing that's working for the connection right now? Wow, we got breaking barriers, okay, so isn't that cool? And this one as well. What is the Divine Feminine? There we go. Thank you, angels. And let's bring in the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, for the Divine Masculines. What are they doing that's helping the connection? What is the Divine Feminine doing that's helping the connection? Okay. And last but not the least, what is the Divine Masculines doing that's helping the connection? Okay. What is the Divine Feminine doing that's helping the connection? Thank you, angels. Okay. And I'm being guided to bring in one more deck of cards. Okay. So I'm just going to bring in the Masculine and Feminine Tarot. And let's see, thank you, angels, for the masculine. What is the masculines doing that's helping the connection move forward, that's working for the connection, and is obviously guidance for union? And what is the Divine Feminine doing that is helping with the connection to lead to union? That's too many cards. Thank you, angels. What is the Divine Feminine? What's working for the connection from the Divine Feminine's perspective? Okay, there we go. All right, so there's a lot of cards here. So we're going to start with the masculines. What are the masculines doing? That's actually, I'm being guided to start with the feminine first. Let's start with the feminine, because the feminines generally lead the way first, okay? Then we'll go to the masculine. So thank you, angels. So So the question we're answering here, just to recap, is what's working for the connection, divine guidance for union, which means what is working for the connection that is leading to union, okay? So what are you doing? What is the feminine doing right now? So yeah, so even if the feminine is feeling, you know, missing out, if the feminine's feeling down, or the feminine's feeling alone and, you know, sad without the divine masculine, the feminine is not giving up on the love, and that's what's working for the connection. The feminine is staying true to the connection and not giving up on the love, okay? The feminine's also making decisions about the feminine's life, which is also helping the connection to move forward, meaning the divine feminine is not waiting for the divine masculine to come forward in order to make decisions. The divine feminine is taking charge of her life as the feminine energy as well. And obviously doing what needs to be done to move her life forward as well. Because the divine feminine is, excuse me, ready to start the next chapter of her life as a feminine energy. So the divine feminine, I feel, is not giving up on this love, okay, and is making necessary decisions to prepare for a new beginning with the divine masculine. That's what I'm connecting with here, which is working for the connection. Okay, so we have here, yeah, so the divine feminine knows that this is a spiritual love and is staying true to the spiritual love, okay? And this is obviously also the divine feminine learning to love the divine feminine self. So the divine feminine in a feminine energy loves herself, within herself, and is obviously coming into union within herself and learning self-love, which is also helping the connection move forward. And obviously radiating that love to all of those around her, okay? And also understanding that the spiritual love with her connection to source is also strong and important as well, which is also helping the connection move forward. So the key thing I want to read here from this card is, there is no other that can love you more than spirit, who knows your true essence always. When you seek love outside of yourself, remember that this love is but a reflection of your true state of being, okay? So what else do we need to know? And yeah, the divine feminine is also learning to be in acceptance, accepting what is, and therefore finding peace within herself as a feminine energy. And definitely taking control of her life to trust in the connection, trust in the journey, as well as, you know, go with the flow and surrender, which is bringing a sense of peace. So understanding that this peace in this love that she shares with source, with herself, and with her twin, and being and surrendering to the journey, as well as connecting with love for herself, doing things that's needed for herself as a feminine energy. When I say herself, I'm referring to the feminine energy, as well as staying true to the spiritual love that she shares with her divine masculine. What else do we have here? Yeah, so she trusts, the feminine trusts that this movement towards union, that this is happening and this will happen, and has unwavering faith about it, and that her dreams are manifesting for both the masculine and feminine to come back together. And the divine feminine is also listening to downloads and her intuition, as well as the feminine energy, which is also helping the connection to move forward. So I do feel the divine feminine is listening to her intuition, or connecting with her higher self, and obviously finding peace in accepting where her journey is at as well, and surrendering to the journey, and finding peace from within by also loving herself as a divine feminine and not giving up on this love. We also got your yes, and I just said that. So this is about letting go. The divine feminine is definitely surrendering to the connection, which is being in the ebb and flow of life, which is helping to move things forward, and also stepping into stillness, connecting again with herself as a feminine energy, stepping into stillness, because magic comes from stillness, and her intuition strengthens through the stillness, which she's able to definitely listen to divine guidance in the stillness. So these are the things that the divine feminine is doing, or should do. If you're not doing this, this is what you should do to help the connection move forward to union, okay? Because, yeah, you're basically setting yourself free from restrictions that have been blocking your peace. So this is what you need to do as a divine feminine. So if you have been doing this, you're on the right track. And if you've not, this is guidance for you to actually, step into a place of stillness, listen to your intuition, find peace within, love yourself, and trust that you are going to come into union, and do not give up on this love, because you are preparing for a coming together with your person, and you are finding freedom also within your own life and self, because anything that has been blocking your peace, you are moving away from it, and that's what you've been guided to do if you're not doing that already. Okay, so we've got your divine protection, yes, and Archangel Michael's also protecting the connection, which is also helping the connection to move forward as well. So I do feel for many of you that you are actually prevailing, okay, in terms of this love. You're not giving up on this love. You are also preparing for the next chapter of your life, and you could be making decisions around preparing for this next chapter of your life, which is a new beginning with your divine masculine. You understanding the connection, it's a spiritual love. You are at peace with where you're at, and for some of you, you may not be at peace, but you're moving towards the state of peace. And the biggest guidance of all, I feel, is obviously to continue to step into stillness and to continue to surrender and let go, and trust that you are moving into union. And when you step into stillness, you're able to listen more clearly to divine guidance, and you're able to surrender more easily, okay? And yeah, you're moving away from things that no longer serve you. So you're finding freedom within, and you are also being divinely protected. And you know that your connection with your twin is also divinely protected. And this is what's helping the connection move forward, okay? So let's see what the divine masculine is actually doing that's working for the connection. Yeah, so the divine masculine is going through a lot of tower moments and changes and upheaval, possibly, or chaos, because their lives are falling apart in order for something new to be built and for the necessary changes to come in. Remember, for something new to come in and for something new to be built, you've got to sort of break down what was already built on shaky grounds to build something solid, to build something new on a solid foundation. But this change is necessary, and this change is working for the connection, okay? What else do we need to know? Yeah, so this is about definitely, the divine masculine is learning to let go of surface level perceptions of their life as well, to be able to obviously rise above the ego and look at things from a deeper perspective. This is what they are currently doing and working on, is to be able to see deeper beyond the physical illusion, and definitely learning the required lessons that they need to learn, which is helping to move the connection forward. And obviously, trying to level up to the divine feminine as well. So I do feel that these changes that the divine masculine is going through is helping them to learn what they need to learn, pushing them to step up and level up to the divine feminine, and also to be able to, rise above the ego. So these changes are necessary, which is also helping the connection move forward. And again, we've got freedom. So interesting, we've got freedom from this deck for the divine feminine and from this deck for the divine masculine, but you're both finding your freedom and your power in this process, and definitely finding your independence as well, okay? And you're obviously finding spiritual freedom and unity in consciousness. That's what's key here. So all these changes that's happening with the divine masculine is helping them to move beyond the surface level, to find freedom and understand things from a deeper perspective, and to level their energy up in order to find their freedom and obviously be an equal match energetically to the divine feminine. What else do we need to know here? Observe. So definitely the divine masculine is observing what's around them, perceiving things, understanding things, watching more than maybe even talking, okay? Observing a lot around them and actually assessing things, I feel. And, just paying attention to what's happening around them. And I feel this is also about perspectives changing, okay? Which is also helping to find their freedom. And yeah, they are being divinely protected. I feel they could be getting downloads of information also as they're observing things. And definitely I feel there could be a heart chakra activation taking place as well, while they are observing the their surroundings and situations, I feel that their perspectives are changing in that as well, and that their awareness is changing, and what they thought is a certain way is no longer that way. So their perception about their situation, which probably hasn't changed much, is changing through the lens in which they're looking at it from. That's what I'm connecting here, okay? That's what I'm connecting with here. Because they are going through awakenings, chakra, alignment, and heart awakening here as well. And they're just observing how they're perceiving things differently. The awareness is changing about their circumstances and environment. And that's also helping to move the connection forward. So we've got you manifesting dreams. Yeah, so they're also manifesting their dreams, and they're seeing that. For many of them, they should be seeing their dreams manifest, because there also could be a lot of abundance coming in. But they're also manifesting what they want through visualizing, through wishing, through dreaming, and through their thoughts, because your thoughts also is, an energetic vibration. So they are manifesting their dreams. And they are breaking barriers. So they are moving beyond challenges. They are moving beyond the boundaries. They are rising above the ego. Okay, that's what I'm also connecting with here. These changes that are coming in is also helping them to rise above the ego and break barriers that have been holding them back. And this is also working for the connection, because they're becoming powerful as a divine masculine. So they're obviously moving beyond limitations once again to find their freedom. Let me find the freedom card here. They're moving beyond limitations to find their freedom. And we've got your patience. So they're also learning patience, okay? So they're also learning to be patient with their circumstances, with themselves. I feel they're definitely praying to the divine for help as well. And they're also learning to be patient with others as well, trusting in the divine that things will happen at the right time. And they're also asking, I feel, for the divine feminine to be patient. So I feel some of them are praying to the divine rather, for the divine feminine to be patient and to not give up on them, okay? Which is also helping the connection. And yeah, they're obviously spending time with friends and like-minded people, but they also see the divine feminine as, a close friend as well, because not only are you lovers, but you're also, sort of best friends united in love as well. So this is about them being aligned with people that resonate with them and are more in alignment with them, and people that uplift them, that they are now associating themselves with, and they're recognizing who they are and letting go of friendships and circles that don't serve them anymore. At the same time, they also recognize that the divine feminine is, their closest friend who will get them the best from anybody else. And not only is it a love, spiritual union, but it's also a bond of friendship as well. And yeah, preserving the environment. So I do feel many of them could be connecting with nature as well, to calm their mind, to see things clearly. Definitely also they are earth angels, is what the angels are saying here. They're stepping into that divinity of understanding that they have a purpose here on earth as well, recognizing that they also, here to contribute towards a mission on the planet. That's what I feel. So they're also recognizing and awakening to their purpose and mission on the planet, and they could also be spending time in nature as a result. They know that some of them may know that they're also light workers here, and they, earth angels as well. And definitely they know that they're here to protect the planet, humanity, and uplift humanity as well. And this is what they're awakening to. So this is helping the connection to move forward. So your divine masculine is definitely breaking barriers, manifesting their dreams. Their perception is changing. They're observing things from a different perspective. They're moving past the ego. There's a lot of changes taking place to bring them into alignment with the divine feminine as well. And they're finding their freedom by breaking barriers and finding and becoming more independent, and definitely leveling up in terms of, energy and consciousness. They also don't want the divine feminine to give up, and they're praying that the divine feminine will be patient for them to be ready to come forward when they're ready to. At the same time, they're also learning patience within their circumstances, trusting that the divine has their back and everything will unfold at the right time. And they're also aligning with friendships and circles and social circles and family that actually is more in alignment with them, recognizing that the divine feminine is a part of them as well. And they know that they're here for a mission and purpose on earth, which is to uplift humanity and protect the planet in terms of energy vibration. So that's what's working for the connection. And this was a very beautiful reading. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought some insights and some guidance. And if any of this you feel that you are not doing, whether you're divine masculine or feminine watching, take it as guidance for you to actually focus on and work on in order to accelerate your connection towards union, because that's what will work for your connection to lead to union. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day or evening wherever you are. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Namaste. Bye.